second runner up, the tie. And in my opinion, it's just my opinion, one of these favorite stories.
Abs. Hey, I just wanted to talk about yesterday. Hey, go on. I'm a bit busy right now, so just write it out and I'll read it and respond later, alright? If you say so. So, I just want to understand. We go out, have dinner, have a nice walk. We talk, and we obviously liked each other. I invite you over to me and you come along. We talk more, we drink more, and I'm getting nice and drunk. Everything good so far, yes? I'm more drunk than you, and I make it clear I want intercourse, but you wouldn't bang me because I want you to be sober when we have intercourse. The F is wrong with you. I bet if I wasn't such a nice person, you wouldn't have waited a minute to stick your dong in my vajango and bang me. Why does nobody ever wanna bang? And even worse, I already prepared myself for it. I shave my vajango and even my effing butt to be nice and clean. I shave my legs, I even push an effing plug up my butt to be ready for intercourse, but oh no, drunk sex is not cool anymore. Duh, what an idiot I am, right? Am I that ugly to you? Did my vajango stink all the way up that you got so disgusted with me? You didn't even try to accidentally touch my breast or butt while we were walking. WTF! Vanessa told me you're a cool dude. Let me guess. Vanessa's a good lay, right? I bet Vanessa got her brains effed out. If I were blonde and effing beautiful as she, you would have immediately licked my vajango and don't even try to deny it. Sluts always get you guys and we never get anything. I hate you and wasted my effing day and got nothing. Okay.
Okay, that whole story was very disturbing. And I was very, very, very much disturbed by Vajango. Um,
I kept saying, what is she talking about? Oh, that's what she's talking about.
that was him. That was him censoring it. That was his word.
He could have just used the regular term. We would have known what he meant.
Ew.
No, if you call it a vagina, that's what it's called. Is that not what it's
Oh,
called?
the JJ. I've heard of a JJ, but I ain't never heard of a Jonga.
We're talking about YouTube.
Like a bad board
We're
game.
talking about the early closings of the pandemic, and YouTube was just like, nope, you can't use that word. We're taking you off. Nope, you can't use that word. We're taking it off. Nope, you can't use that word. So
I'm using
I
a
guess he had to come up with
scientific
something
term.
nobody else heard of.
Scientists and doctors use that.
some of the scientific words,
remember,
Tracy Darrow,
I got taken off because I used the version of an inoculation that is used in common terminology, and they said I was being violent.
Yeah.
So,
but yet the guy who New
early
York
2000 YouTube algorithm was just so. Even if you used a scientific term for that situation, nope, we got to take you off because that was inappropriate. It is like
should have just said her uh-oh and her no-no.
Yep, that did it. Or her hoo-ha. Yep.
Okay, but can we talk about the video though?
Yeah, I think the second one is worse than the first one.
Yeah, because it was so crass.
If thirsty is a person, ooh, child. That child was thirsty. I'm like, sit down, lady. I don't want to say what I'm going to say because Mickey will take this the wrong way. But lady, stop it. I'm not going to say what I want to say out loud.
Looks for all these high class women who don't know how to behave.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
I'm still thinking the first one is worse because it involved attempted murder.
He just avoided it.
Yes and no, Theas, because the attempted murder was afterwards. He was describing.
He just what he heard.
Yes, but there was still an attempted murder.
It was. Well, and that wasn't him. Some work problems, and she's projected it on him. No, I'm going with Tracy. That was thirsty.
Thirsty.
That was
thirsty.
Really, really thirsty.
And she must be quite aesthetically challenged because it wasn't even like she's just okay. Like she was like way out there. Like she was trying to do all kinds of stuff. Like I'll do this stuff to make up for something else. She's got issues.
She shaved her. She described when she got to the.
Hey, all I'm saying, hey, if you into her, all the stuff that she named, that's a good time. But what I'm saying, you know, but obviously he wasn't into her. And he made the right call.
I can't even say that because he literally was. She said something to the effect of, "Oh, you want sober sex or something like that. You wanted to be sober. What happened to good old fashioned drunk sex?" I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but she was basically saying, "What happened to good old fashioned drunk sex when you know?"
Hey, man, I can tell you, man. I'm flashing back, and I probably told this the first go round, but that was me. Like I am that dude. Like I'm not going, especially our first time together. Oh no, you will not be impaired. Okay, so. Yeah. We gonna have clear consent going on here, buddy. So I had a girl get mad at me because I would not even try her, but that's because she was not like she wasn't feeling well. She was drugged out because she was taking like Theraflu or NyQuil or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I mean, incredibly attracted to you, mad, you know, super cool girl, all of that. But it was our first date.
She wanted sex on the first date. What's wrong with
but it wasn't like it was. I met her at the grocery store and said, "Hey, let's go out."
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop my high judgment. Okay, Tracy, just stop. People do this all the time. That's what I got to keep telling myself.
We were actually friends.
But Tracy, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, come on, you having sex on the first date.
I don't even know you. I don't know if you bite your nails.
I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I get what.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to be. I'm really trying. Yeah, I'm trying out here in these streets, and I'm not succeeding well.
Well, I get what Foxy is saying. What if that's all that they want? Well, that need to be told up front. Hey, look, the dinner is going to lead to what we already decided what we gonna do.
Yeah, how do you sit down? I sit down on the first date. Yeah, this gonna basically lead to sex, huh? I don't even know if you bite your nails. I don't even know if you comb your hair the right. I don't know anything about you. I'm just gonna, this is gonna lead to sex.
I just need you not to smell funny, and for me to be attracted to you. That's, you know.
Well, that's common sense. You gonna pay.
Date 3.
I'm finna pull an Anna.
Are we going by the 3-date rule?
So, no,
is that what we're doing?
No,
Steve Harvey's got the 90-day rule.
Nah, Steve Harvey did not come up with that. Okay, let's go on the Steve Harvey tangent. That thing that he said, that has been man law since forever. He got handed that down the same way the rest of us got handed it down.
Yeah, that's an old rule.
That's all he did. We've been telling each other and our daughters about the 90-day rule forever. But the problem is a lot of women didn't want to listen to their uncle, their brother, their cousin. And we trying to tell you the reason why the 90-day rule, he just put it in a book for people. And it was like, oh, look at this. But it's like your friend has told you this at some point. Some dude in your life has told you about this rule, because we can be anything you need us to be for at least 90 days.
But
at least 90, we
but that 91st day, that 92nd day, and that 93rd day, nah.
Now, some of us are very accomplished, and we can be anything you want us to be for a year or whatever. You know, there's people like that. My thing is like the 90-day rule, first of all, shouldn't be a rule. It's actually kind of dangerous. When you want to have intercourse or whatever, then you do that. What the 90-day rule is telling you is don't fall too early. Everything that you experience, enjoy the good times and all that good stuff, but keep your wits about you so that you are not in love with this guy 2-3 weeks in. That's all it's saying.
Or first date. I love you. No, you don't. Get out my face, man. Get out my face.
But what happens is a lot of times women don't want to listen to us. So that's the best thing.
I get what you're saying, Foxy. And here's the deal, because we've come so far in 2022.
We didn't hear what she was saying.
They be in lust.
Yep, they do be in lust. You got a point.
First comes lust, then comes marriage. Right?
And the deal is, there is no problem with that if both people, both individuals are on the same level, the same path. The issue always comes into place with one person is like, yes, I may not be ready to get married or even thinking about getting married, but I am thinking about being in a relationship. And the other person is like, I want to
No,
get it
yeah,
and get
that's
it.
right. Ain't even
That's
got
it.
your agenda on the same page. You going,
But
okay.
see, this is where I think people get stuff mixed up. Like we ain't always gonna be on the same page, operate on the same level, because that's just not how life works, right? But we operate in I operate in phases. So like I can honestly say I'm a strong 80% good dude, right? I'm very moral, I'm very structured, everything makes sense. I can explain everything to you if you want me to. I can do all of that.
Even if he lied to a 19-year-old girl, but go ahead.
But okay, so that's some bullshit, Marlon. But anyway, but I'm also about 20% dog. So when I'm in my dog
Wow.
phase, then you need to be in your play phase too, right? If I'm in my play phase and you in your play phase, then everything's cool. The relationship is going to work or it's not going to work, whatever it is, but we both came to play. Where you have a problem is when one is in their play phase and the other one is in their settled phase. And now you got this balance is out of whack. And the person who's in their play phase, it is their responsibility to identify that the other person ain't here to play and cut it off. That's where the problem is. A lot of times, the one who's in their play phase, they just want to play, and they don't see no responsibility to nobody but themselves, and they just gonna go.
Now, see that though, I would agree everything up to whose responsibility it is, and I think the responsibility is more on the person who's in the settling phase
Yeah,
to
because they should know
realize
what
that
they won't
this
tolerate.
person is not ready to settle. Should I? So now I have to make the decision because I've heard this just way too many times, and it's beginning to. I'm gonna pull a theist. Y'all, people really begin to piss me off with this statement. I've been in this too. I invested too much time in this, and I be wanting to go. You invested a lot of crap for a lot of crap. So that's why I'm saying for the person who's ready to settle, nothing wrong with it. But you settling for a person who you have evidence.
I
They
use settle. I
told
should
you
have said
who they are
relationship phase. I apologize. I
in
think that's
But
more
relationship.
that's
accurate.
okay, because some
But the person who is ready to settle and you have all evidence that the person you're dealing with is playing. They're the play phase. But you stay with them and you stay with them and stay with them to
No,
the
well,
point where
wait,
you
wait.
start rolling over to, well, now I invested a lot of time
Well,
in it,
Marlon,
so I
that's a
don't know. It's
distinction.
like, but
that's
who
just
There's a
invested
stupid.
little
you?
distinction there. Like there's a play phase and then there's like a player. They ain't necessarily the same thing. But like play phase can very much look just like the relationship phase. It looks almost identical because in the beginning, we're just exploring each other, enjoying each other's company. I feel good when I'm around you. I like talking to you. I'm on the phone with you. I'm texting, all the stuff. It's all the first steps are all the same because you're dating and you're enjoying each other. But like I know when I'm back then, when I was in my play phase, I knew it wasn't gonna go no further. Like I'm not gonna be jealous. I don't care where you at. I don't care what you doing. I I don't care. You can be talking to 8 other dudes. I don't care. Because I'm here for when we together, we having a good time, and that's fine, and I'm move on about my business. But when I'm in a relationship phase, which is mostly me, which is why I've been married like my entire adult life. But when I'm in my relationship phase, you know it because one, I'm gonna tell you, and two, that's the only time you're gonna get any inkling of me really being invested in you. Now, everybody's a little different, I get that. But I'm putting it back on the person who's in the play phase because you're in the play phase. You know that you are. There's no question in your mind. Now, the person in the relationship phase, who knows where they at? Because it could just not work out for them and they'll move on. But that play phase, you already know.
This is why you have to say what you expect up front, everybody. Just
No, don't do
say.
that. Don't do that.
But you,
Tracy.
but you,
Yes,
Don't do
you
that.
do.
Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
you can, Tracy. But if
Yes.
you don't know, you don't know.
I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time dating some dude. I don't want to get married. Get out of my face.
You
Bye.
don't
What?
know,
No,
though.
wait.
You
See,
don't
that would
know.
make me walk away quick.
Bye.
If a woman tell me that all we doing is dating, and you coming at me talking about
I wouldn't do
where's
that
this
on
going? What?
I wouldn't do that on the
I
first
don't
date.
even know you.
But I'm just saying, after I get to know you, there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna be like, "Where is this going?"
That's when you're going from dating
You know
to
what?
actually courting. Like it's me and you. You're my girlfriend. I know it's an old-fashioned term, but whatever your version of that term is, are we together? Are we exclusive? Right? That's a fair question when you're at that phase of the
Yeah, I didn't say
talking
pull it out the first date. Don't nobody want to run people off.
But that's what I'm saying. You were
But
saying be upfront.
I have to admit,
Be upfront.
I have to
'Cause-
admit that I did date a woman who 2 years in a relationship, she did flat out say, "Okay, I need to know where we're going." What's the
2
next
years,
step?"
I bet she did. What's wrong
Yep.
with you? 2 years.
2 years.
You
Yeah.
got 6 months out of me. I'd have been
Now
like,
she
wait a
was
minute.
patient.
She was way more
Oh
patient.
no! Whoa!
6 months.
Oh, yeah, I
By
don't
6
see
months,
anything
I'm able
wrong
to
with
tell you if I
Thank
think I
you.
want to be serious with you or not.
Your
No,
first date.
not that. No. All of that was established. I'm dating you, you dating me. It's exclusive. We ain't dating nobody else.
Oh, you
But
talking about
after
like the
2
2-year
years-
check-in for an engagement?
Yes.
Yeah, she wanted to know when
Okay.
you was putting a ring on it.
Yes.
That's a fair discussion to have. 2 years is a good bit
Yeah,
of time.
that is a fair.
Because I do believe that a dude, generally speaking, like they say women know exactly if they're going to sleep with you the first time they meet you,
Mhm.
right? Or that they're willing to. How about that? Dudes, real talk. I mean, this is just my approximation, but somewhere between 9 months and 18 months, we know damn well if we want to be married to you. Like it,
Yeah, you
it
better
ain't-
know. You should.
ain't
know.
no question left
It
to
should
us.
be 26 years. Let me not go back to that clip.
All right,
But we
gotta
know
move
if.
on.
I'm not saying that means that we're going to, but I'm saying like at that
Yeah,
point,
is it a
we know
possibility?
if we would want to be married
Yeah,
to
it's
you,
like, can I
right?
picture myself with this person?
Right. But we might still be with you 5 years later
No.
because
No.
even though I don't want to be married to you, I do like you, I do love you, I do enjoy time with you, but there's some things about me and you
That
that
hasn't been corrected in 5 years.
we can't do the marriage thing.
Yeah, 5 years. I'm like,
Nah,
no.
5 years. No.
No, you're not wasting my time. Nope.
But see, that's the other thing. Now I am very peculiar here. Nobody else is going to agree with me on this one. I already know it. But time is truly almost irrelevant because each day that you're with someone is a valuable day. Every time that you with that person, all the happy times, the in-between times, all of that is building into your story. But it's just time. Time is going to move regardless. So I don't look at things and be like, I've been with my wife for almost 20 years. Love her dearly.
Yep.
But if we were starting to fall apart or whatnot, I'm not going to look at it and be like, I've invested 20 years. No, I've been with her for 20 years. Like,
Yeah, you right.
what was I
Don't
going to be
agree
doing
with that one.
otherwise? What am I doing? And I can't sit here and be like, I invested 20 years. No, I spent 20 years. This was the experience for 20 years. Thank you for the 20 years. Like, but people get locked in. I think Marlon was hitting on it slightly a little while ago.
Yeah.
But people get locked into it and be like, but I just can't it'll be all for nothing if I just let this go.
Exactly.
What
No,
the hell?
let that
Man.
idiot go. Let him go. Let him go, girl.
Like Boys and Men said, it may be hard to say bye to yesterday, but I'm gonna finish it up for him. But you need to.